Welcome to the Festival of Storytellers.
I thank everybody that's involved with this process because we know writers need readers and writers need publishers.
Experience is not about the publisher. It is about us, the authors.
Your Wealth Lives Within by Luckisha Townsend. How to use your most powerful wealth building tool to secure your future. Get your copy on Amazon today. Well, hello there. How are you doing? I am back for another session of Your Wealth Lives Within. I'm Luckisha Townsend. I hope everybody has been having a great day. I have been enjoying this day. If you were on earlier, you know that this is my first official day of retirement, and so I went out, enjoyed. The sun is out, so I went out and enjoyed some of the sun. I washed my car, which was, well, it needed it really badly. so I mean, I had the energy and feeling energized. So I went out there and conquered it. Yes, I sure did. All right. So we will be like answering questions. These last three sessions, I thought I'd dedicate them to if people had some more questions that they wanted to ask me. And we could, take these next three sessions to do that. I did want to go back. Someone asked me about what to invest in. Like I said, you want to get what an investment advisor, but I know like the basic mutual funds that you want to, four types of them. There are growth and income ones, and then there's growth, then there's international, and then there's aggressive growth. All right. And so basically, depending on when you start investing, if you start like in your 30s, so you want to kind of be aggressive because you got some time. You got some time that you're going to be have your money in these mutual funds. But as you get closer to retirement, then you're probably going to pull back on some of that aggressive growth. All right. So, and you want to, of course, balance those out. You want to put 25% in each one. So that's kind of basic. There's, like I said, you would want to get with your investment advisor and talk more about those things. All right. Any of those day trading and stuff like that. You will have to, talk to those type of people to get that information from, if you're interested in those things. And then, and then also always remember you want to be really proactive with your investment, know what's going on, check in with them yearly, quarterly, however, but make sure that you're checking in just to see, how things are going, or, if you, like I said, once you get all your debt taken care of, then that's when you can really start, putting money into investing. Okay. And so, and then basically, once you get to that stage, you want to get to 15%, that's where that's the kind of the base point is 15%. So you want to work up to that. And then once you get to where your money is more freer, then you can increase it as high as you want it to go. High as you're willing to be, go with that and still be able to live and take care of your daily responsibilities. All right, so we'll see if any questions are coming in. If not, I'll kind of talk about some other things, like when it comes to like getting money for your children. They do have funds out there that you can start, especially when they're young. Like when you're expecting, go ahead and start those investments then, and so let them build. Let them build, so that way when they get to 18, 19, going to college, they'll have quite amount, quite a lot. It says, Luckisha, it's nice to see you again. Just a question. At what age should we teach children the importance of thriftiness? I like that, thriftiness. And I think I mean, you should, kids are, very intelligent now, so, you know, I would say any age that you think that they would be able to comprehend it. Like if you start giving your child like a little allowance or something like that, that probably would be the best time to start. Sitting down with them, and and doing it on their terms. You want to put it on their level where they can understand it. But the younger you start, the better off. So like when they get to, and when they're 18 and stuff like that, and they're going to be out on their own, that they'll feel like some kind of stability as far as and capability of handling their own money. So that's a good question. All right. Then also, so we could talk about, I always like to talk about, budgeting. That's the biggest step when it comes to being financially stable. You want to, set that budget. Like I said, you got to sit down, have to do it every month. That's, set it aside, put it on your calendar, make an appointment to sit down and do a budget, especially, if you're couples, you want to do that. And even, like I said, and then like she asked, when should you start with your children? Depending on that age, you can incorporate them into it now, especially if they're in the teenage years. Definitely incorporate them to let them see, okay, oh wow, okay, this is what's going in and coming out and all that. All right, it's Carolyn says, good day, Luckisha. Well, good day to you. Good day. How are you today, Carolyn? I hope you're doing well. Um, yeah, so you want to definitely sit down and do a budget. And then remember, you want to zero your budget out. Okay. So what that means, your income minus your expenses, that's your household, that's any, loans and, those type of items that you have that are out there. You want to zero your money out, so you got your money going everywhere, even in savings, so that way where all your money's going, and then where you can maybe pull back to get, have more free up your money a little bit more. Thank you for answering my question. You're welcome. That's what you want to do. Like, you always want to know where your money's going. Like I said, a lot of people, they know they're getting paid, and they've already, put on credit cards, and bought stuff before they, their money has even hit their account. And then they, and then when it's gone, then they don't know, like, oh, where did it go that quick? So yeah, we want to, be conscious, and we want to be, wise stewards over our money, especially, in these days and times, of increased you know, cost of food, gas, you know, everything's increased except for, you know, your income. So that's why you have to be wise and good steward over the money that you have coming in. Because I mean, you don't want to have to, you know, like get a second job or a side gig or something like that. But, you know, if you're, you know, in debt and, you know, you want to get out of it in, you know, a reasonable amount of time, um, then you may have to, you know, get a second income coming in, because you have, you know, it's all about income. It's all about your income. So the more income you have, the sooner you can get out of debt. All right. Okay. So, you know, people, you know, get in it. You know, tell me where you're from. Let's see where you're from. I'm in Ohio. Let's see who all's watching from where, and what the temperature looks like there. That would be good to know. Um, so we can see, you know, where you are in the world today. You know, what time zone are you in? That would be awesome. All right. So again, you know, like I said, you know, you want to establish your budget, and then after that, you want, if you don't have a savings, you immediately want to get, you know, that initial emergency fund, you know, so that way you will have a little cushion, because you know there's always going to be something that comes up. Um, you know, and so you want to, you know, have that money there so that, you know, you're not, you know, having to go put it on the credit card and, you know, and things like that. Tune in, tune in here. I'm from California, Calabasas. Oh, okay. Well, hi. Is that Bim? Well, nice to see you. I think this is the first time I've seen your name come up. Well, welcome to the Festival of Storytellers. Thank you for stopping by my booth. Hope you go pick up my book. Is on Amazon. I think it will be an awesome book for you to kind of get to know. You know, start to know how, you know, how you handle money. You know what, you know, what's, you know, your mindset about money, and how you know, if you need to change it, or you know, just tweak it a little bit. So I think, yeah. So go out there on Amazon and pick it right on up. All right, Joanne says, there days like are there days like you ever had to urge a splurge? Of course, today was one. Because Joanne, you probably don't know, I actually just retired. I worked at this university for 32 years, so today is like my official um, first day of retirement. And so I actually, you know, I went and I did splurge a little bit, and I went and bought these, you know, a couple items. I bought me this blanket that talks about retirement, you know, and it's, you know what you're supposed to be doing when you're in retirement. And so yeah, I did splurge a little bit. You know, I didn't go too crazy, but I knew I have the money to cover it. So but yeah, so I did. Yeah, I did. You know, and there are times when you do that, but just remember that, you want to tighten it back up. Okay, once you've done your little splurge, you know, you want to, come back to reality and like, okay, let's get back on track here. All right, and then, but one of the things too. Hi, Chloe says, do you have any advice on how to deal with student loans? Yes. Don't avoid them. Don't act like they're not there. Okay. I will tell you a story. Like I had just got out of college, I was like 18, 19, so, of course I didn't have this knowledge that I have right now. And so, I was, I had some transitions and stuff like that, and had, basically forgot, forgot, it wasn't much, thank goodness. It was only $2,000, but I had totally forgot all about it, and of course they found me, and so, and then right away, because I don't like, owing anybody anything, right away I started, paying $200, because my goal was to, like in a year or 6 months, get it all paid off. But that's what I would definitely say. And then I would say, if you can, consolidate them, get them consolidated, so it's one bill that you're dealing with, at one interest rate. And also, um, you know, depending on what other debt that you have, and, because your student loan, probably usually, unless you have a car loan or a house, that's usually your most expensive debt that you have. So basically, you want to knock out those small, pay what your minimum is on that. Knock out all your other other debt, and then start tackling. You want to get out of debt as quickly as possible when it comes to student loans, because unlike every other debt, you cannot, like if you go into bankruptcy, you cannot get rid of student. You can't put student loans in bankruptcy, so you're stuck with that. So you want to get out of student loan debt as quickly as possible. So earlier I had a person that I was talking to. We had a coaching session, and she was diligent about paying off her student loans. Where now, right as she's going to be a year out of college, she's going to have her student loans paid off. It says, Laura says, hello, I'm interested in knowing how and why you decided to come up with this book. Well, because I'm a financial coach, and so I wanted kind of like a companion to um, my coaching, to kind of give to have people buy, kind of like, okay, just I want you to to think about some of these things. You kind of almost like a counseling session, how they take you back to your childhood, and so this is what this book kind of does. It talks about how you saw your parents handle their finances. Did they incorporate you? Did they let you know anything, or did they hide it from you? Did they show their love by buying you anything you wanted, or did you think they didn't love you because you couldn't get what you wanted? Those kind of things. So that's the reason why I wrote this book. All right, so that's a good question. All right, so let's see. Lauren said, hello, I'm interested in knowing her. Okay. Myrtle, hi Luckisha, what advice could you give a young audience regarding spending beyond means? Don't do it. Don't do it. That's the first thing. You got to rein that in. Young people they got to learn how to rein that in. They just see money, and think that okay, it's mine. I'm supposed to spend it. And that also, like I said, that's what the book deals with. Also, depending on how they felt like when they were at home, how their parents dealt with money. Did they feel like, oh well, I never had what they thought they were supposed to have, and they didn't know why. The parents just say, you just can't have it. They didn't say, well, these are what our bills are, and so this is what's left. So we're going to have to either wait a little bit, or you're not going to be able to get it. But letting them understand, because a lot of people, parents said, no, you just can't have it. So now kids want to know. You got to say why. They ask why. Okay, Paula said, would you recommend opening a bank account as a means of savings, or would you prefer making investments? Okay, well, you want to actually do both. Bank for savings. So the savings account is an emergency fund, basically, because what you want to establish is enough cushion to where if anything, say you lose a job, you get sick or something like that. Because with investments, you can't get into those, or unless you have a penalty, when you try to take those out. So investments are for long term. Savings, emergency funds are for the immediate things that happens. So yeah, investments, you can't just keep going in there, because you're going to end up getting penalized every time you try to take money out. Okay, so this one, it says, Eleanor says, what is your opinion on getting credit card? All right, I believe that credit card has its place. But if like I said, if you're not a wise spender, and you haven't gotten control of your money, you need to stay away from credit cards. Because credit cards, that's why, they have the most easiest way to pay. Now you can pay it with your phone. You can you have it stored on your phone. So when you're on your phone, you just go to Apple Pay, Google Pay, however pay, and you just spending your money. So it's so easy. They got so many ways now with credit cards to get your money out your hands. All right, so you have to understand that, and you have to use wisdom. Okay, Chad says, any tips on how I can teach young kids how to save? Yeah, what you can do, like if you're giving them an allowance, or if they have say if they got a a little job, like they got a little lemonade stand or something of that sort, kind of show them, okay, so you made this amount of money, so you got $20. All right, so you want to go and get this item that costs, say 18.95. You got tax and stuff like that, and so now you spent, just made that money and it's gone already. You don't have none for the next day, the next week, the next month. So that's how you want to, kind of put it out there, make it, make it a game. um to, sit down with, because you want to, make it fun, so that way they'll stay engaged, and then they'll feel like, oh, well, you just punishing me. That's why people don't like to do budgets, because they feel like budgets are punishment. And budgets are not actually. Budget actually allows you to spend. So see how you change your mind, mindset. Most people think it's restricting, but actually budgets show you how, you can spend your money, and enjoy your money. Because you're gonna know where all your money going, and you're gonna put some money aside for fun money. And then I always say, have it in cash, okay? So that way, that's going to restrict you on your spending. All right. So you go to the grocery store with $100, then okay, if it's over $100, then you're gonna have to put some stuff back, okay, or then you'll pull out that credit card. But hopefully, with you having, that cash on you, that's going to help you with those boundaries of not, putting that extra on credit card. Then you just have to get what you need and what you were there for. And then if there's some extra that you wanted to get at that time but can't, then put it on a list, okay. And then next time when you go do your budget, then that's that time when you will get those the rest of those items. So if you kind of think of it like that, if you change your mindset about instant gratification is the enemy of savings accounts or having money in the bank. Okay, we always want to have it right now. We think we have to have it, and we got to remember what is a want and what is a need. So if you can do without it, if it's not essential, it's not life threatening, life saving, then it's probably a want. All right, JP, hi there. Can you say you're comfortable financially with your current situation? From Cleveland here. Oh, hey. Okay, awesome. Yes, I think I am. I mean, I also have my own company, and I'm starting coaching as well. So I do have extra source of income that is coming in. That's why I started my company. 'Cause I'm a CPR instructor too. So I save lives as well as save people's financial life as well. So I actually started it because, I had kids, I wanted to make sure I had that extra money, to help, put them through school and things of that nature. And then also that when I did retire, I didn't have to, go back to another job, if I wanted to, I needed more income or something on those lines. All right. We're doing good. I think we got like 6 more minutes left. We'll see if any more questions come in. Um, and so yes, and so when we are almost, I think probably maybe 2 minutes, we're going to do the financial prayer again. So we'll be doing that here coming up. All right, JP also says, is investing better than saving? If both can be done, how much in percentage should be invested and how much should be in savings? All right. Okay. So the recommended is like 15%, so you want to, get up to 15%. That's like, an adequate amount of investing. Savings, you want to have enough savings to either cover 3, 6, or 12 months or even further along. Okay. So you want to have enough cushion for like those emergencies, or say you wanting to buy a car, you could probably, if you save up enough, you could probably pay for cash. So that's what you want to do. Your goal is to not have to put it on credit or charge it. I know that's the way of the world now is to, put it on credit or to, pay it on time or something like that. But, we have to get back to remembering that, we need to save our money, and especially as, we as women, we also definitely have to save because it said it's more likely that women in retirement live in poverty than men. So, women, we need to, definitely add an extra, 2%, or either start at 2% of, of paying yourself. in whatever form that is, like investment or in savings. All right. That was a good question. Yes. All right. So again, like I said, I have two more sessions. Tomorrow will be at 11 again, and then at 5. Going an hour later for my last session. And so bring all your questions. Go write them down. And we will definitely try to answer them to the best of my ability. Or if I don't didn't have the answer, just like the one. He wanted to know about some stuff to invest in. So I talked about that today. There's 4 type of mutual funds. You have the growth income, then you have growth in international and aggressive growth. Okay, those are the 4 areas that when you go get with an advisor, they're going to tell you about. And so they're going to 100% of your investment that you're going to be. They're going to split it up probably with 25% for each, or depending on what if you want to do more in one section or not. That's usually how investment goes. You don't want to put all your eggs in one basket, so you want to be diversified. Okay. All right. So um any other anybody else can tell me where they're from. I got one Cleveland and one California. So where else is anybody from out there in Festival of Storyteller Land? All right. All right. So I think we got, 3 minutes left here. So I think what I'll do is I think we'll go ahead and we'll do the prayer. Okay. All right. And so we'll have them put it up for you. Remember, you can also get it on my booth. All right. Where you can download it. Remember, you want to, download it and, say it over yourself. It's kind of like, a mantra or or affirmation that you're saying to just to help fortify, like, okay, I'm going to take control over my financial health, just like you have take you need to take control of your physical health. It's all, it's in your hands. It's it's in your wealth is within. All right, so you want to definitely take a hold of that. All right, here we go. All right. Father, today I pray that you would grant me the strength to discern and dismantle every disruptive plan against my financial success this year. Today, I am asking for the wisdom needed to not just identify financial traps and setups after I am consumed in them, but Father, help me discern your direction before I get there. Father, I come against every attack, assault, and bad habitual financial habit this year. I declare your word over every trick and trap to waste or misuse my wealth building income, that no weapon formed against me will be able to prosper. Father, get a hold of every enemy to waste money this year, even if the enemy is me. I bind every hindrance against my financial progress. If it's a spirit of procrastination, deal with it within me this year. If it's a spirit of fear and doubt, deal with it within me this year. Father, I pray today that the same trick and of self-sabotage that I encountered last year when it came to my finances will be canceled and cast down in my life this year. Father, give me the wisdom to know when to say yes. Give me the strength when I need to say no. Give me direction when I need to make decisions. Give me vision when I feel stuck. Father, I pray that this year your plan and hand will lead and guide me on this financial restorative journey. And I praise you in advance for the faith that I have that you are making this year a great financial victory in Jesus' name. Amen. Amen. All right. Remember, the Lord, he said he gives us power to get well, and he wants us to be good stewards over our finances, because the greatest thing is to be able to have more than enough. All right, because we have so many that are out there without. So we want to be a blessing. So this is Luckisha Townsend signing off. We'll see you tomorrow at 11.